This is the Iowa Weather Report for Wednesday, January 6th, 2016, and now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. At noon today, we have a system coming in from the south and west. This will produce an increase in clouds. In fact, it'll be mainly cloudy, except our far eastern counties could see a brief peak of sun, but it's doubtful. They'll see a lot of clouds. Some precipitation will be breaking out in our western counties by the afternoon hours at least, maybe even in the late morning hours. Rain-snow mix possible there. Highs today will be in the 30s for the most part. Then as we head into tonight, there could be some rain, some sleet, some freezing rain, some snow, kind of a mixed bag. But as Thursday comes around, the temperatures will climb above freezing. That will change over to rain, except in our far northern counties where they may stay as a rain-snow mix with readings in the 30s to even some lower 40s in our southeastern counties. As we head into Friday, the temperatures will start to come down a little bit. Rain will change over to maybe a little bit of rain-snow mix in the southeast and snow elsewhere, but you can see there's not a lot of precipitation, so any amounts will be very light. Better system comes in that skirts the area here on Saturday. The cold Arctic air is coming in on Saturday, so we'll see falling temperatures, winds out of the north. Probably snow, maybe some blowing snow, whiteout conditions possible. An inch or two, maybe a little more from that on Saturday. But the temperatures will be taking the plunge down to the depths of the 0-degree mark. And that's where they may go. And they may go even below that Sunday morning and Monday morning. Sunday's highs will be in the single digits and maybe around 10 in some areas. Monday doesn't look much better. Single digits and teens possible. Teens mainly in our southern and western counties. And then as we move into Tuesday, if you think that's great, here comes one of those Alberta Clippers coming in from the north and west, and that's going to bring in some more snow and more cold air. This Alberta Clipper looks to be fairly minor, maybe an inch or two of snow. We'll keep watching it to see if it may intensify a little bit in future runs. And on Wednesday, you can still see next week flow coming out of the north and west, and there's that big ball of polar vortex over eastern Canada with little pieces swinging around it. One over Hudson Bay near the center, and one swinging through the Great Lakes in the northeast, producing some snow there. And all it looks like is the later part of this weekend into early and middle of next week looks very cold from the polar regions. As we head into the extended period, even on the 17th of January, the flow is still out of the northwest, but it's more out of Alaska, which still is not warm. It's still cold, but it's going to be a more modified cold. As you can see, most of the polar vortex has moved further to the north, so we'll still see a little bit of activity swinging in from the north and west. Temperatures maybe a few degrees below seasonal if this looks to be right, mainly in the teens to lower 20s, something to that effect. But look at this. This is the end of the forecast. This looks much different from what you've just been seeing. The flow is out of the southwest. That means warmer temperatures, maybe above freezing. Scandal! It could be above freezing. How exciting, except it will be for the next few days, and then it's going to be cold. And this may be the next time it may be warm again. But this is still not a forecast, so don't count on it. Satellite image from last evening, you can count on this. Cloudiness over the southeast, mainly Florida. Next system coming in two pieces, one over the plains and one over the west. We'll see both of those pieces through the end of the week and into the early part of the weekend. Watch morning map from last evening. Freeze warning in southeast Alabama, southern Georgia. Outside of that, everything's in the west. Freezing rain advisories, winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings, flood watches, wind advisories, all in the west, and they all need the precipitation out there. Rainfall, precipitation, snowfall, all this through Sunday evening at 7 or 6 o'clock. Maybe about a half to an inch of precipitation liquid equivalent, mainly in form of some rain with a little bit of snow as well.